Hello and welcome. Today I want to talk about the patch 5.2 blog that was released. I'm actually reading it right away, but yeah, you're gonna see my reaction a little bit later because I released today my tier list, which I didn't plan to do, but I had internet connection problems, so everything was pretty much delayed. Nevertheless, there is a few new feature that CA is adding to Total War Warhammer, and honestly, when I was reading it first time, I felt like it's April's Fool, because stuff that we want, usually companies bamboozle us into something like, oh, it's April's Fool because we're gonna give you literally what you want, and it's not. It's real, and I'm really hyped. Not gonna lie. So obviously I'm not gonna read everything because you can read it by yourself. But Jesus, it's so amazing. I can't believe. But yeah, so they mentioned 3 updates, 3 things added to. Actually, 4 I see now. The new feature for the dwarves, the deeps. Amazing. I love it. Chaos Cult. Unusual locations, and update for Cathay Ivory Road feature. Oh, so Ivory Road update, you can expect changes that bring it more in line with the Chaos Dwarfs Convoys feature. Nice, I like it. It's nice. So, the deeps. The deeps gonna be like under building the deeps. In order to build up deeps, you're gonna have to do stuff. So, you need to build a great gate in order to have access to the deeps. Wow, and they are having some unique deeps locations. Okay, so the special cities will have it. And that's how deeps looks like. It's under Karazakarak. You're gonna have a extra layer of buildings for dwarves. This is so fucking amazing. Oh my god, I'm so hyped. Yes! And dwarves just had an update, but this on top of it, Jesus, this is so amazing. I can't believe it. I'm overhyped now. I'm enjoying it so much. So yeah, there will be things that we can build, and like guild foundries, settlement income, 5 per turn count, income per settlement owner, old gold, research rate, recruitment cost. Jesus. Seal the hold, immune to siege attrition, defensive supply, ammunition during the siege defense, diplomatic relations with all factions. Aww. Growth minus 100. So you can, yeah, if you expecting to be besieged a lot, you can like fortify yourself, but that will come with a negative cost. And I love it. Yeah, so all dwarf faction will have access to the deeps, essentially the deeper location in their holds. In gameplay terms, these provide you more room to build with extra building slot and a completely separate building tree that allows you to allows a few different bits of a gameplay with things you can't do with your traditional building options. There are some limiting factors through the heavy investment is required to develop your deeps. This isn't just a pure power spike for Dowie. You gain access to deeps in any settlement you own by constructing Great Gate, the entrance that links the surface world with the deeps. It's important to note too, digging to so much deeps is costly and time consuming. you're going to need permission from High King to extend such resources. You'll need to develop your existing deep location before you can expand to more. It costs 10,000 gold. Whew. Yeah, 10,000 gold is a lot. Beligar and Thorgrim have a small bonus in this regard to Beligar because he's already received permission to go conquer 8 peaks, and Thorgrim because he's the High King. Duh. Amazing. I'm loving it. Jesus. Block tunnels. Hold on. Block tunnels which need to be dealt with. Again, there are trade-offs for using the feature. Oh, wait. It won't go through every building, but I'll show you a couple of cool ones. Before that, eagle-eyed viewers will notice the build slots appear blocked. And that's it because they are. There are a number of quirks involved with expanding downwards, notably blocked tunnels, which need to be dealt with. Okay. Interesting. So you're gonna have to do something in order to start building deeps. There are also some stranger things you can discover in the deeps, but I'll leave those for you to find. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is amazing. So you start with 1, and then when you unlock stuff, so this blocker will be demolished upon sufficiently upgrading the entrance hall building. Okay, so yeah. So every one of blockade will have some requirement to do. That's like a mini game. I love it. There will be more depth into just building settlement for dwarves. Jesus. I love it. I love it. Wow. The next feature is Chaos Cult. So now, Cult will have more than 1 slot for everyone, I guess. Is this for Undivided as well? Oh, okay. Worth noting before we jump in, everything you see applies to all 4 Chaos Gods who utilize cults. So it's only for those that can have cults. They won't add more. But in general, there will be special cultists establish Chaos Cult. The Cult Magus. The Cult Magus is a new campaign-only version that cultists agent, and they can create special cult locations that have extra building option and innate benefits. Like all other campaigns-only agents, they'll disappear when using their agent action. So it's pretty much like the Skaven summoning stuff that can, corrupt something or build an undercity. It's gonna be it. And yeah, cults will have more than 1 slot. It's gonna play the same as Undercity, discoverability, stuff like that. So cults, like they are now in Warhammer, you have 1 slot and there is no option to be discovered. You just build 1 slot, that's it. But now you'll have more. So Cult Magus will give us option to have 3 slots. The usefulness of existing cults has hit or miss. Certainly building options were great, other less so. Cults now have more than doubled in their building choices, and they also come with 2 slots instead of 1, or 3 in case the cult established by the Magus. The buildings are broken down into 4 categories. Oh my god, that's so awesome. Now they will be so much more useful. Like the teleportation. This one I love with Scarban. I love this one, but I miss that. Like I wanted to have for Nakari, or I want to have for Nurgle, stuff like this. Jesus, that's gonna be so awesome because it will improve your teleportation and just shenanigans and just enjoyment, because out of nowhere you can teleport to other places around and start like new campaign despite having your campaign being already there. But there is some changing of the ways, cost minus 80%. It sucks 20 grimoires, but wow. War will be declared on a random faction. Instantly replenish all units faction-wide. What? That's a sick one. I mean, I don't feel like I'm gonna need it, but who knows? Settlement owner instantly gains plus 200 seductive influence upon completion. Instantly gain 5,000 income local region owner. Nice. So this looks great. And there is something... now, it will be different, because previously you needed to have a corruption in order to establish cult. Now it's going to be the opposite. You will establish cult, and that will spawn corruption. Apparently, that's what I read. But I'm not sure. Remember, I'm not English speaking person. Wow, this is amazing. I love it as well. I mean, I'm not loving it like the deeps, but I love it. And the third one is, of course, the new mini feature, unusual location. And this one, everyone loving as far I notice. This last feature is something small. Small, but I don't think so. So what is it? Well, I'm a huge fan of world-building content in games, especially if they have lore as rich as Warhammer does. And from a gameplay perspective, I always wanted to make a world feel a bit more alive. This is hopefully a start of doing more for both of these things. And I want to keep working on those going forward. With the addition of this feature, there are now various unique and perhaps strange locations that can appear at your settlement. Some will be cults, some various orders, or perhaps something entirely different. None of them linked to any existing faction. Ooh. They'll situate themselves at your settlement as a building at various points through your campaign, and all come with effects and in many cases trade-offs, event traits, items, or otherwise. Something akin to landmarks, but bringing more interactive uniqueness and flavor to your campaigns. Certain instances of these unusual locations will only appear in certain places. Others can appear in many places, and you'll be able to remove them if you want, much like your unwanted visitors. There are like 20 in total so far, and I'd like to add more going forward. As this batch are mostly focused on Old Ward and the races therein. I'll leave you with two simpler examples just so you have a rough idea of what to expect. In the first example, you discover a grave or grail knight, well kept and providing some relief corruption in a nearby area. Those who visit the site to pay their respect may gain unique trait. The second example sees you having to make a decision, or as one involved in politics of the empires. This cult clearly offers benefits if you're willing to manage the corruption influence. Okay, so this one, the Grail Knight Grave, control +2 corruption and adjacent province corruption. When control is 75 or more, chance for characters in this region to gain trait associated with this location. Wow! And it provides garrison. Wow, this is nice. This is really nice, and it can pop up out of nowhere. And the second one is plus 10% chance to turn per turn to increase the fealty of a random elector count. Prestige gain 10 per turn, but there is a price of corruption. Well, to be honest, it's not when chaos undivided corruption is 50 or more. Prestige gain 20 per turn. Damn. So yeah. So if you go hard with corruption, you're gonna get more prestige. But I think the +10 can be easily managed by Empire because they have buildings that can, drop the corruption like it's nothing. Here are a couple more icons as a teaser. I won't spoil what they are exactly, but will instead let you speculate until release. Tilia? No. Landing? What is this? Wow. So, I'm gonna say I'm hyped. I'm really hyped. This is something new, something fresh. CA is doing something beyond just DLCs. They add interesting stuff. They add deeps. Literally deeps. But also they added something deeper into a game. I love it. There is one of the comments that I really like. People are pretty much enjoying the... There was one of the commenters who said that it's important to address the difficulty because difficulty became a problem in this game. This title has a difficulty who is legendary, doesn't feel legendary that much. So that's whoever you are. You must know I see you and I agree with you. All of this is great, but the difficulty must be addressed to, make it a little bit tighter because it's a little bit, I don't know, on the east side, but that's me. I'm interested. What do you think? I'm hyped. Oh my god, I'm so hyped because this is like the next level of content. This is something way deeper. It will shift the gameplay. It will add for the worst, like a mini game, something you're gonna have to worry about instead of just build up, move forward. That's it. No, this will have a bigger meaning. Cults, awesome. Now you will think about cults rather than whatever. Yeah, generate 20 grimoire or 10 grimoire and that's it. No, because that's what the Siege one was like. For instance, 10 grimoire. That's it. So I'm hyped, and apparently it's around the corner, the patch. So not gonna lie, I'm hyped. But let me know, what do you think? Which of the 3 features you're excited the most, and what's your take on it? What else should be added? And if you agree with me about the difficulty, how do you see the difficulty being, shifted into satisfying, challenging campaign that it's not steamrolling after 30 turns, 40 max? And that's it from me today. I hope you like it. Subscribe if you like what I do. Have a good time. Take care. Bye-bye.